All right, we're back. We're back. Happy Saturday, folks. As one Crookshank here, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, former Division One college football player, and current five-time, soon-to-be six-time published author and educator. Back, and we're officially counting down. We're counting down the 2025 college football season. And again, if you have not yet, I'll quickly announce I do a live college football show at Duffy's in North Palm Beach. At the moment, we're really just in the mode of promoting it and, just kind of get people excited. And make sure you sign up to the weekly scenarios. Actually, I have it right here. Sign up to the weekly scenarios if you're really into college football. We'll be going over those throughout the game and, kind of talking through how college football is really the best thing that you can pay attention to if you're really as a business owner. What I created, the business I created is all about using innovative teamwork to help lower the retention rates and help build business owners create teams that have the mentality of a championship high school or youth football team. So college football is just a great example, and we'll be discussing the turnover and the crossover and all that kind of stuff. We're counting all of this down. The first game one of this year, Texas, Ohio State. In my opinion, the top three, they're in the top three. To me, in my opinion, and this is just based on my professional experience, the best football players, we're talking about recruiting the best players. We're talking Florida, we're talking Texas, we're talking Ohio. Those are the three. And I'm from Maryland, so I can admit that. I finally listened to me, man. Been around the college football world. Pennsylvania, you got to throw Pennsylvania in there too. Definitely got to throw Georgia in there too. But in terms of that top three, where you're going to see players across the board, you're going to see Florida, Texas, Ohio. That's it. That's where football is played. Not to say that every single player from there is a Division I guy, but if you look at the numbers, it's really all about where you live when it comes to recruiting and all that. So Game one this year is Texas, Ohio State right off the back, and we're going to be going over the film of them playing last year. Now, me, myself, I'm a huge, diehard Michigan fan. So if you recall last week, I got the enjoyment of watching my Michigan Wolverines beat Ohio State in a massive upset. But because I'm going to, do my best, I am the person that is going to be documenting and watching the game and giving an objective view of the game. We got to own it. Ohio State absolutely ran through the playoffs. They did their thing. They won the national championship. You got to give it to them. But I'm telling you right now, I just cannot wait. It's a couple weeks away. That game in Ann Arbor this year is going to be absolutely massive and all that. But anyway, let's break down the game last year where they beat Texas. And this was honestly the last chance because they were running through the playoffs. We broke down the Tennessee game. We watched a lot of Ohio State here. Again, myself as a Michigan fan, we did watch a lot of Ohio State. Watched them against Oregon, Penn State, Tennessee. We've been breaking down a lot of Ohio State film. And they were on an absolute tear throughout the playoffs. And I figured, I was like, yo, this is the last chance that I'm going to have to not see them win a championship. To me, this was the only team that was able to beat them. Texas had a strong offensive line. And, for the most part of last year, they were number one. So if you watch the game, it was played very closely. And we're going to break it all down as we prep for game one of this year, which is Texas, Ohio State, which is going to be massive. It's going to be massive. So all that being said, again, if you are a business owner, if you're interested in employee development and hearing more about that stuff, main website is makeyourmove.com. That's makeymove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. That being said, let's get into the film. You know what we do out here. Let's do it. But in kickoff, here we go. The Cotton Bowl, good old Cotton Bowl on Texas. All right. Texas football, baby. All right. So as you can see, they are. All right, what do we see? Hi-hats with the line. We got to get in the habit of looking at the linemen. And you see hi-hats, they give you pass read, so you know it's a pass coming. Great throw. Yeah, like that was a dime that Quinn Ewers just dropped. Dime. He caught all of them off guard. They're over aggression. It's early in the game. They're reacting to the run. It's 3rd and 2. They're reacting to the run. Look at how many steps he takes, and it just opens everything up. A dime. Absolute dime. Good job by Quinn Ewers. Absolute dime. You see the hesitation right there? That hesitation because the run action, I think, made him hesitate a little bit. So watch number one. Watch you see that hesitation, right? That slight hesitation. And now he's got to play catch up because and the ball was thrown perfectly. Small window. He did get it in there. Small window, but the guy was just out of position. Okay, what are we getting? What are we getting? What are we getting? What are we getting? Now, this was trickery. This was some trickery here, but we're still getting the same things from the underkeys, right? It's run all the way. You see the guy coming out and he's blocking for the run. So even though they run a little counter, we still pull action here, and then they do some trick stuff. But most of the time that doesn't work. That's not going to be consistent. And as we've seen with Ohio State all year, when you try to run perimeter on them, when you try to go left, right on them, they're just too fast for you to get anywhere. They were better off. Honestly, they were better off just running right at them, but they didn't do that. Here we go again. Another run read. The draw play, all that. It just didn't work. So what do we have? We're 3rd and 4. Okay, you can do a lot of things. You can run it. You could screen, draw. You could do a quick slant. You could do a lot of different things on 3rd and 4. You're opening yourself up when it comes to the playbook, right? So we get a lineman coming right downhill, so we know it's a run. This guy's pulling around, and right here, this was played really, really well. Broke down, inside out. Good job. Good tackle by Zero. That was a good job. And they went, oh, geez. There we go. Let's get through this ad. All right, so they're going for it on 4th. Pass reads, as you saw. Good pickup. You got to trust your protection. The blitz is picked up well. It's picked up well. You see this right here? This is, to me, why Quinn Ewers just just didn't get it done in certain times. Now, I get you're getting pressure. This pressure right here is a big deal. And it does kind of, in fact, but it's still, he's very stiff in the pot. Like there's ability to step up here. There's some ability to step. So here, great job by Jack Sawyer. I'll give him that. It's a great job by Jack Sawyer getting rid of his man. And that's really what it was. It was the pass rush. The play is built on being able to get the ball out fast. He could have stepped up in the pocket, but what made it so he couldn't step up in the pocket was this pass rush by Jack Sawyer. He made it so he couldn't step up in the pocket, and he has to kind of throw it off his back foot, and it just isn't. It isn't an accurate throw. Get some water. All right, here we go. Good stiff arm. Woo! Hey, man, it's unfortunate what happened to him with his legal situation, but this running back was a player. Judkins, I think it was, right? Judkins, yeah, he's a player, man. Good pull here. Love the way he ran the ball. Love the way he runs it. Good block here. Great stiff arm. That's a great stiff. Look at the stiff arm. Good grief, look at the stiff arm. All right. Look at it. It's coming. It's coming. This is why I tell y'all kids, man, y'all got to pick up on boxing. Boxing. Watch it. That's, yeah, get up off me, little boy. It's a good stiff arm right there. And then lowers his shoulder. Boom. That's a hell of a run. Look at the reaction. See, this is big. This is huge right here. All right. Whoops. Sorry. This is a big deal. I want to make sure I play this again. Let me make sure we get it right here. So watch the reaction when you as a running back are able to get a hard 4 yards. Look at what it does to your sideline. Look at the intimidation factor. Look at the things that it's able to do in terms of just galvanizing your team and getting people excited. All right, we got to bang, another great stiff arm, boom, and then lower the shoulder right there. That's only 4 yards, but look at the reaction. Look at that. Look at that. That's smash mouth football. That's I'm gonna kick your butt. I'm gonna kick your ass, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's what that's football right there. That's football at its purest form. No, I mean, defensively, this is not okay. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Okay. All right. You let the guy catch the ball. That's the one. But look, there's no really you're lowering your shoulder. You're not wrapping up. You're not even having your eyes on the guy. You got to see what you hit. This is big time football. You're not gonna just get people down like that, especially a cat like this wide out. We've seen him all year make great plays. All right, we got 4 wide. Good. What'd the line do? Look at the O-line. They're all giving pass sets. They're all giving a pass read, right? So you drop well. Just, oh, God. Yeah, I was rooting for Texas on this one. I really was. Great throw. Give Will Howard his props. It was a great throw. He drops well, but he puts it right where it needs to be. I mean, look at how close that is. Right where it needed to be. Good throw. It's a good throw. Just got to give it to him. Look at that. Look at how close that was. Oh, my goodness. Ah. All right. Another great protection. Good protection. And he gets it where it needs to be. That's just efficiency right there. And that's trusting your receivers. Another great throw. I'll give it to him. I'll give Give credit where credit is due. He played. Another pass set. Decent protect. Again, way to thread the needle. I mean, he was carving him up, man. Howard was carving him up. I will give him his credit, man. He was carving him up good. Whoop, whoop. Right in there. Look at that. 1-2, right where it needed to be. Good throw by Will Howard. I'll give it to him again. And as you can see, Jeremiah Smith was kind of taken out of the game because if you watch the game, they double covered. They moved a lot of packages to stop Jeremiah Smith, and that opened the door for other receivers. That opened the door for an opportunity. So football is not played with one game. No one person can get a win, which is what the mainstream media likes to tell you. I believe wasn't really much of a factor this game. That's 2 great runs by this kid. Look at it. Good blocking. Good cut right here. Great way to make a read again. Good read there. Good way to stay on your block, 85. Way to read it. And then the receivers. What do we get? What do we see every single week here? You guys hear me say it every single week. There's a receiver, that same number 2, who's blocking downfield, making sure his guy gets in the end zone. Good run. I'll give it to him. It's a good run. Kashawn Judkins. That's it. Kashawn Judkins. All right. I mean, I'm telling you, Quinn, there's no need to pull the ball down here, man. Just let your the blitz is picked up well. It's picked up well. They blitz. Okay, they send this guy. He's kind of on a delayed blitz, but for the most part, it's picked up. There's no pressure. Here, and he drops the ball. Where's the pressure? And he runs right into a sack. There was no pressure there. Cry me. All right, good. Ooh, all right. Great setup. And that's Steve Sarkisian, actually. Sark has a thing with these screens. He can play. That's a good call right there. So, boom. Look at the lineman climbing. Good block. Just getting in front of people. Boom, boom. That's a good play. I'll give it to him. That's a good play. Good pass set. Again, why you keep doing this, man? He just runs into these sacks. All right. So here, it's protected well. Now, I mean, not gonna say it's the best, considering that this tackle gets his ass kicked, but still, man, like you just gotta feel that. Now, 44, he had a good season too. So look at the pass. Let's break down the tackle. Decent start. He's just a little high, just a little right here. You see that overextension? He just gets a little, and he lets him get into his chest, and then just bull rushes him back. So, hey man, that's high level football. This is high level football. All right, these are the cream of the crop. All right, stepping into it. Again, efficiency. They spent so much time worrying about this guy right here, Jeremiah Smith, that a lot of receivers were open for just basic plays. And you got to give Chip Kelly his credit because he saw that and he just exploited it. Like they know where he is. This guy would back up for the most part. He would just jump back in there. They were aware where he was all game. See? He's not reading it. He's not reading the run as fast. You could see the guys are climbing, and they're paying so much attention to him that they're leaving these gaping holes wide open. That is the power of a phenom like Jeremiah Smith. You put the defense in a bind when you're paying attention to one guy. Look at it. This guy's reading his. He's under here. You got a flow here. And then again, a great block here by the, oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Did we see that block? Did you all see that? That is called a pancake, little boy. Watch it, watch it. It's coming, it's coming. Watch this guy right here. Again, he scored the touchdown. 2 great runs already we've seen from him. And a great block. But yeah, shot out, little boy. Get up out of here, man. This is big time football. We got 3 wide, 5 wide. Where to watch again? Watch throughout the game. They were making sure they knew where number 4 was. It's just, I mean, no pass rush, man. No pass rush. None. Not even the guy could sit back, make a sandwich, and eat it. No pass rush. None. They rushed 3. How do you rush 3? You rush 3 and you still complete a pass. That is not acceptable. No. Cannot believe this. What else you want to do? You commit to not giving a guy any pressure. You still can't complete it, and you still let them complete a pass. All right. Ground game. We got linemen coming up. Boom. Now that's a run all the way. They tried to set up the QB draw, but you can see it's a run all the way because you have the lineman blocking downfield. So they tried to fake it here or either get it to him. This was covered up well, but he couldn't throw it because the linemen were already downfield. So, defense got him on that one. It was 2nd and 24, 2nd and long. So, the playbook kind of shortens after that. Good stop. That was a good stop because they were ticking. They were moving. So it was a good stop for them. And I remember watching this live. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there was some ridiculous penalty that they called that pushed them that pushed Ohio State back. Something ridiculous, like a hold on a crazy. It was a terrible penalty. Holding right here and just mollywopped. Oh my god! Do you see who really? So again, and now I'm going to break this down for you guys because too often when you listen to the mainstream media, they will have you thinking that Jeremiah Smith is the only reason that Ohio State won the championship this year. They have a dominant team. They had a dominant D-line. The D-line is who, as we're watching the game, the D-line, the run game is what's making it so Ohio State is dominating the game. They're outplaying the hell out of. They're outplaying the shit out of them. Look at this tackle. It is just straight bull rush. Woof. Good job. I mean, well, it's a swim move. It's a nice rip here. It gets them off him. Good job getting the pressure. And then you get this guy just basically looks like he's letting them in and just knocks. I mean, it was dominance. It was dominance on that Ohio State defense. You got to give them credit for that, man. They played their asses off defensively. They really did. We've seen it from day one. Those wideouts for Ohio State, they block. They block. Oh, you see it. You see it? He's already backing up. They had a plan for Jeremiah Smith. He's already backing up, not letting him get beat deep. So they kind of took him out the game, but it didn't help. That's 2nd and 20 again, because they're still completing solid passes. They're sacrificing guys. They're sacrificing guys that can play up front or in. Decent coverage there. I think they should have, if Ohio State would have just stuck with the run game, they would have been fine there. This was what they needed to get back to. They needed to get back to keeping the ball on the ground, keeping the ball on the ground. Oh, Jesus. You finally get a play where your quarterback steps up in the pocket. He does the right thing, and this is what happens. Wide out, you can't do this. You can't do this and play big-time football, all right? He steps up, puts it on him, and he drops it. Oh, no. Nah. Not in that Longhorn uniform. That's a problem. All right, that's good containment defensively right there. Now, even though he got 67 got the pancake, but he stood his ground long enough. You see that fight? You see that fight right there? You see how just fighting and holding your ground is making it so this running back is a little bit indecisive, right? So even he got the cake, he's on his butt, but at the end of the day, it caused a problem here with this running back, and he was indecisive in where he wanted to go, and that's called sacrificing for the betterment of the team. That's what it's all about. Good play, 9-1. Here we come. We got one coming here, one coming here. Gets picked up. Well, no, it doesn't. Good job. Got home. You got to get home on the blitzes. That was big. That was big. Oof. All right. Let me go back to that one real quick. That was a good. Good pick. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at this running back pick up the blitz right here. Bang. Good job. Right here. Bang. Get him out of here. Get him out of there. Good job. And Quinn Ewers picks up the first down. That was set up because the running back picked up the blitz well. No first down. Knee down. Still got ways to go. But you already know. Start going for that. He's going for that. Stop playing games. Yeah. Bring in Arch, baby. Bring in the Arch. The young Manning boy. Baby Manning right there. All right? Oh, of course. The YouTube is smart. They know when to go to an ad. They know exactly when to go to an ad. Right when Big Arch is about to do his thing. I think he did get the first down. If I'm not mistaken, he fumbled. Yeah, well, he was down, but I remember watching it live. It's a good call. I like the call. We know it's coming. So yeah, this action. Let me break down the call real quick because you know it's gonna happen. You kind of already know what the play is gonna be, but it's about reading. You still have to play your under keys and you have to read the right way. So 85 comes in and he makes it seem like it's going to be a quick run up the middle. It forces these linebackers to come upfield and try to make the tackle up front. And what it allows is it allows Arch to see them do that, react to it, and then bounce the play outside to his right. It's all about reaction. So watch it. Here he comes. It makes it seem like he's coming right up the middle. And then boom, he bounces it because he sees these guys creep up and then it's wide open over there. So first down. Yeah, he's down. He's down. He's down. He's down. I'm pretty sure they called him down. Elbow down, ball in hand. Yes. It's close. It was close. It was close. All right, we got first and 10. Good pickup again. Good pickup again with the blitz. He caught it this time. Oh, oh, he missed. Dude, that would have been a great open field tackle. An absolute great open field tackle, but it's hard. It's a difficult thing, man. This tackle right here is not an easy tackle. All right. I will tell you straight up. It takes a special defensive player to be able to make this tackle. Just gotta get a little lower and hold on, man. Hold on. Good job, good balance. You see, this is why I'm telling you guys, man, young wideouts yoga and balancing and track and being able to move your body, boxing, all of those things are going to come out on the football field. Right here, that man just did a ballerina split. I mean, a ballerina spin, right? A ballerina spin in terms of how he got away from this defender. Boom, he's got him wrapped up for the most part, but now it's ballerina, spin him out of there, stay balanced, all that stuff. That's a great job by that wide up. I'm telling you guys want to develop as receivers, as athletes, you need to stretch. You need to make sure you're staying on top of your body. Just throw one up, big dog. Just throw one up. They had a mismatch. The running back was on, ended up getting picked up by a linebacker because it looks like they're in man here. And then this is a mismatch all day. This right here and this right here is a mismatch. Just throw one deep, dog. Just throw one up, big dog. Throw one up and let me go get it. Throw one up and let me go get it. Jaden Blue. I think he was the first running back off the board this year. All right, when you're playing lock on, let's do some teaching for you linebackers out there. Right. You cannot be this off balance, right? So he hesitates. You gotta be very light on your feet. His angle isn't bad because he's not giving up the inside. Hesitation is what cost him. Here we go. Let's go back. Yep, the hesitation. He hesitated just a little bit, and that cost him because once that running back, so it gave him time to just put the. See that hesitation right there, that little hesitation, and 2-3 put the Jets on him. 2-3 put the Jets on him. All right, we'll cut it right there at what 8 minutes 49 seconds. So this is going to be the game that we're breaking down until the start of the season. So, matter of fact, you know what? We got a little time. Let's do one more play. Let's do one more play. Why not? I usually make these about 30. Oh, there. This is not. You know what? No, we'll wait. We'll wait for that one. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for that one because it frustrated me so much that they let that happen. They finally get some momentum. They were stopping them. They were holding them, and then one big play turned around the entire game, and it was it just was inexcusable that they let that happen. So again, I will wait. I will wait. It was a lot of big plays. I will wait till next week to start from that perspective because it was, as a Michigan fan, it was incredibly frustrating to know that they let that happen. So all that being said, again, business owners, if you are interested in employee development and hearing more about that, main website is makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. See you again next Saturday for another as we continue to break this down. Again, don't forget, join the live show, join the live conversation at Duffy's. We're going to be doing it every single week, breaking all of this down. Again, let me give you the website one more time because I got a little distracted there talking about making promos and announcements. It's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.